Hello, and welcome. My name is Millen Livis. I'm a financial empowerment mentor, successful entrepreneur, active investor, and best-selling author. Today, I want to share with you some important aspects of building lasting wealth. The aspects that I discovered the hard way by making quite a few mistakes and hitting the bottom until I started paying attention to what works. I'm sure you know that there are many stock market trading programs out there, and frankly, even more money mindset courses. So the stock market trading programs are usually led by hardcore traders or investors who don't perceive money as a form of energy, let alone available energy, and mostly focused on technical methods and technical analysis. The money mindset programs, on the other hand, are usually taught by soft-core personal growth teachers and energy healers, many of whom sadly still struggle financially themselves. My personal experience to creating wealth and financial independence led me to believe in the integrative approach to building lasting wealth. Why? Because we are multidimensional beings and we don't fit into one-dimensional boxes. I came to the conclusion that in order to build lasting wealth, we need to have 4 pillars: wealth mindset, savvy money management, know how to invest strategically, and be able to connect to the source, to connect to our higher self. You know what? I want to share with you this great movie, The Pursuit of Happiness, where the main character, Gardner, who is portrayed by the famous actor Will Smith, shares his story of being homeless, spending nights in the bathroom of the subway station along with his 2-year-old son. So during the day, Gardner would put on his only suit, drop off his kid at the daycare, and take unpaid classes to become a stockbroker. You can guess how the story ends. Gardner rose to the top of his firm and became a multi-millionaire. When I used to work on Wall Street and I was taking the subway to go to work every day, I remember looking around at the faces of people standing next to me, and very few seemed to be happy. There was no spark in their eyes. Many were just staring at their cell phones. Others had this expression of longing on their faces. There was no spark in their eyes. They had jobs. They were taking subway to go to work. Yet there was no excitement for life on their faces. And I recall how grateful and excited I was when, after many months of financial challenges since arriving to the United States with no money, I found my first professional job. Yes, I had to deal with a few adversities, from learning English to financial challenges to raising a young child while working full-time. But there was excitement and gratitude for the opportunities available to us in America from the very beginning. And that was predominant feeling for me always. And honestly, I believe that this feeling of gratitude and excitement led to many of my successes in life. Frankly, I don't recall thinking I will never become wealthy, or it will not be possible for me to work on Wall Street, or nobody will accept me to the best business schools in the country, or whatever. Every time I would decide that I want something, I would just go for it and do whatever it takes to live the life I want to live. Just go for it. And you know what? This go for it attitude was a driving force behind, I think, all my successes. So you may ask, why do I share this with you? Because most people don't live the life they want to have. They live by default. They complain, and then they settle. And I believe that one of the main reasons they settle is because they don't think that they can have the life they want to have. Many people just don't believe it's possible for them to have wealth, to be financially independent, to have the relationship that they want to have. And you know what? Because they don't believe that they can, most of them don't even try. They don't go for it. They don't commit to this. And when it comes to money, there are many sabotaging beliefs that block many people from achieving financial success that they would like to have. You know, some people think that money is this negative force that ruins relationships and friendships. So guess what? Subconsciously, they sabotage their wealth potential. Other people don't think that they're smart enough to learn how to build a lasting financial wealth. And there are other people who think that it's just not the right time for them. So they find excuses and they procrastinate. Well, there are other people who have inner blocks that prevent them from receiving wealth and abundance. They lack the capacity to receive. They've been programmed to, through family or cultural programming, to give. And they have challenging time with receiving. And once they receive money, they feel like they need to spend it or give it away. So today, I would like to cover with you 10 most common sabotaging beliefs that keep even smart, successful, entrepreneurial women in the just enough territory when it comes to money. And I'll also share with you how you can bust these money blockers, okay? So let's begin. Money blocker number one, very common. I never have enough money. This is one of the most common money blockers, regardless of how much people earn. And it's also quite common that people link having or not having money to their perception of self-worth and confidence. Yes, we tend to identify with all kinds of labels, like I'm broke, or I'm unlucky, or I'm a loser, which often lead to feeling defeated and weak. So let's reframe this limiting belief, this money blocker, into something like that. I'm worthy and abundant in so many ways, and I'm deeply grateful for my abundance. I'm worthy and abundant in so many ways, and I'm deeply grateful for my abundance. Money or abundance blocker number two. Money is not everything. I would rather be poor and have a soul. I heard this so many times. Well, it's certainly true that money is not everything. But you know what? It's not nothing either. In many ways, money is a reflection of your beliefs about yourself and what's possible for you. And it's certainly possible to have money and be loving and compassionate person. So let's reframe this belief into something like that. I am abundant and compassionate. I love money, and money loves me. I'm abundant and compassionate. I love money, and money loves me. Limiting belief number three. My parents have never been rich, so it's in my genes. The past does not determine the future, especially if it's not even your past. You're your own person and can live deliberately and intentionally. What other people did or did not do has no power over you, if you see it that way. You can choose to take responsibility for your own life and learn how to improve your financial situation. So let's reframe this belief into something like that. I can create my financial independence by learning how and acting on it. I can create my financial independence by learning how and acting on it. Money blocker number four. If I earn more than my partner, or my best friend or my sister or brother, she or he will not feel, will feel bad, and I may lose him or her. Well, people who truly love and appreciate you will be happy that you are successful. And you know what? If some people feel jealous of your success or judgmental of you, it's their problem, not yours. What is good for you is good for those who love you. What is good for you is good for those who love you. So be discerning about your inner circle, so to speak. So let's reframe this limiting belief into something like that. I am loved and appreciated by people who matter to me. I am loved and appreciated by people who matter to me. Money blocker number 5. I have to work very hard to get wealthy. Very common. You know what? You get wealthy by working smart, not necessarily hard, by doing a few things right. And it all starts with developing wealth mentality and taking action. I cannot tell you how many high earners like doctors and lawyers or owners of software companies or hardware companies that I met who work a lot, they made a lot of money, but they don't make time and don't take time and don't learn how to invest this money so their wealth will grow. And some of them will just outsource it to some financial investors and frankly lost a lot of money. So now they really afraid to outsource their money to someone else, because nobody cares about your money more than you do. So like I said, it's very important to work smart, meaning you need to know how to make your money work for you. Of course, you need to earn money first, but then you need to learn how to make your money work for you, and not through some get rich overnight type of schemes, but through learning what leads to lasting wealth. How to be strategic about growing your wealth, how to offer and receive value, whether you're an employee or a business owner or entrepreneur. So let's reframe this belief into something like that. I offer and receive great value. I am a powerful receiver of wealth. I make my money work for me. I offer and receive great wealth, great value. I am a powerful receiver of wealth, and I make my money work for me. Okay, moving along. Money blocker number 6. You know what? I'm just not good enough. I'm just not good with money. So it's better if my partner manages money. Here's my thought about this. Your belief that you're not good with money keeps you from becoming good with money. It's simply a fear of making a mistake, and also a resistance to take responsibility for your decisions. I met too many women who were happy delegating all financial decisions to their partner, only to experience the collapse of their relationship. And on top of this, total financial devastation. It doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be that way. So let's reframe this limiting belief into the following. I am a savvy manager of my money. I am a savvy manager of my money. I know and I'm willing to manage my money and take responsibility for it. Okay, money blocker number 7. I'm afraid to invest because I'm afraid to lose money. It's true that many people who invested money in the past and experienced significant losses have become really fearful about the investing. But investing is the great way to leverage your resources and grow money, as long as you learn how to manage risk. Risk management is the key when it comes to investing. You just need to know how to invest strategically. So I suggest that you reframe it with the following belief. I am capable and able, or I'm capable to manage money and invest money strategically. I am capable to manage my money and invest it strategically. Okay? Money blocker number 8. I can either be rich or be happy. I can be either rich or happy. This habit of using either rich or expression is based on the wrong assumption that to get rich, you have to give up something important like health or happiness or maybe your relationship. To become rich, you need to create value for others. Like I said, whether you're an employee, entrepreneur, or a business owner. There are many rich and happy people, and there are many poor and very unhappy people as well. So happiness is the inside job. Inside job. However, having wealth helps because it allows to have less stress and more freedom. So let's replace this money blocker, this limiting belief, or reframe. Let's reframe this belief into something like that. Thanks God I'm rich and happy. Thanks God I'm rich and happy. Okay? Make sure you reframe it into this statement. Very powerful. Money blocker number 9. I don't deserve to be wealthy. Can you believe that? There are many people who don't feel that they deserve to be wealthy. So even when they get money, they assume that it's not going to last. So what they do, they spend it all. Or they don't believe that anyone will pay them for their services. They don't feel that they're good enough. They link their perception of self-worth to having or not having money. So let's reframe this limiting belief into the following. I am worthy and deserve to live my dream life. I am worthy and deserve to live my dream life. All right, we are at the money blocker number 10. I cannot spend money on me. I have other things to spend money on. Very common. Very common, especially among women who are caretakers. There is always someone else or something else that is more important than them. You know what? It is very important to be able to invest in yourself. Personally, I think it's the most important investment that you can make if you choose it wisely, because it will lead to really high returns. I cannot imagine where I would be now if I didn't invest hundreds of thousands in my own education, from personal growth to technical education. So I would like you to reframe this limiting belief into the following statement. I am worthy of investing in myself and my future. I am worthy of investing in myself and my future. And you know what? Coming from this place of feeling worthy and capable will help you see everything in a better light, with a higher perspective and feeling more abundant and more grateful. And I can tell you that there are various techniques that you can use to release the money blocks besides the affirmations that I shared with you today. I personally like affirmations, timeline therapy, Sedona method, there is EFT, but my absolute favorite is Instant Miracle and Peace Process. very effective and works very, very, very fast. But that is the topic for another time. So for now, thank you very much for listening to me, for your attention, for your time. And until we meet again, stay empowered.